welcome to my channel. Boy, it's been a busy week. My husband and I and my brother-in-law are looking for a car for my mom. Well, I'd say about a few weeks ago, my mom's car completely broke down, and so she's in need of a new one. Yeah, we've been busy looking, and yeah, so anyway, but I thought it would be fun to just hop into a Goodwill to show you what I find. And I'm also going to go to St. Vincent de Paul. I really love looking for vintage home decor. So let's go into this Goodwill and see what I find. When I find old vintage and antique finds at Goodwill, I am shocked because old things like this are beautiful. When you pick them up, they are heavy, the wood is real, and the details are breathtaking. And yes, that is $9.99. On the back, I noticed there was no flaws, but it was actually here on the front. I noticed on the side, it was unraveling a little bit, but can you believe this? It is so pretty. While looking for a car for my mom, we went to this Goodwill and found this dresser that has the marble top. Online, it says it is an East-like dresser from the 19th century. And look, all of the handles are in the top drawer. And it is $40. The wood is outstanding. What a find. As well as these dining room chairs. Online it says they are Duncan Fife, and they're a set of 6. They are $20 each, so that would be $120 for the set. Going to this Goodwill was a random stop, so you're going to see that I'm wearing different outfits, but I had to include this video. I am showing you the 6th chair from the Duncan Fife set. It appears that this set of chairs that I found are Amish pressback vintage chairs. They can cost between $330 to $500. And wait until you see the cost of these. But can we just look at the wood for a minute? It is solid oak, and you can see the grain. And yes, you are seeing that right. It is $7.99. There were 2 on this shelf, and then back here is a 3rd one. Check out this wicker chair. It has gooseneck arms. That is so unique. I looked it up, and there was nothing about when this was made, but what was astounding is that price, $7.99. And there was another wicker set. This one was sold. But I'm showing this to you because I cannot believe how much this cost. It is $12.99. No wonder it sold, and that table was $7.99. And then I came across this really pretty buffet. The handles felt like plastic, but other than that, it was a really nice piece. Very solid. I have shown you many trunks, but I think this one is my favorite. It is blue, and it is $14.99. But I really like the decal here at the top. The wood is really pretty, and the latches are very simple. I wanted to pull it out so bad. But you're not going to believe what I found. A whole bunch of books. I am creating a library in my fireside room, and I will show you what these look like on my bookshelf at the end of the video. Copyright is 1960, and the very first one is 1918. What a find. As many of you know, I love a good white picture, and this one was big, and it had that wow factor, and I was really excited to pull it out to show you, but I'm being very careful. It looks like grapes on the front, and there was no marking on the bottom, but look how big that is. On the practical end, I found this teapot. It is very simple, but I thought it looked old-fashioned. And what I liked is it looked really clean for being used. And it's $4.99. And now I'm going to show you these finds really quickly because these 2 Goodwills were loaded. This crystal serving dish was only $2.99. It could be used for so many things. The little set of bowls have a delicate floral pattern. They are $2 each. I mean, look at that. It is so sweet. According to Google Lens, I believe it is a Haviland. And then on the shelf, there was this random crystal vase, and the price is $6.99. Real crystal is so thick, and I love the sparkle. Like this dish, it looks like lace edging, and look at those flowers. It is so pretty. It used to be priced at $12, and now it is $3.99. You could do a DIY with this bowl. I could see turning it upside down and putting a light underneath. I tried picking it up, but it was so heavy. But here is a bowl that I found right next to it. It looks to have fruit imprinted on the bottom. This one is $9.99. This gold teapot was taped up, so I wasn't able to show you the details, but in real life it is elegant and regal and would be perfect for a tea party, and so with this. It is $8 and it's Martha Stewart, and you could use this for tea sandwiches. I mentioned I'm going through these things really fast. This plate is $6.99. I love the floral pattern. It is 22 karat gold, and the marking says Vernon, California. And there are 11 plates. And I was thinking these were the same ones, but I'm just checking, and they are. And not only did I find that, but I found the matching serving bowl for $5.99. I felt so lucky because I found some beautiful little plates. Here is one that has blue and yellow flowers, but it's this one that I want to show you. Look at that, it has gold and pink flowers and some blue ones too. And look at that, it is a Limoges made in France. And I also seen this blue one. It isn't vintage, but I thought it was so pretty. Now this one, I couldn't see the front very well. I'm showing it up close. It looks like a little family together, but I'm not sure. It is very tiny. But I thought this one was so pretty and worth showing you guys. What do you guys think? Finding really pretty teacups and saucers lately has been hard to find at Goodwill. But this one is so pretty. I couldn't see the marking on the back because of the tape, but I could on this one. It is a Royal Albert, but I really like this next one. It is Noritake and has been hand painted and was made in Japan. I found this teacup and saucer set. It is also Noritake from the Edgewood collection, and there are a set of 8, the other one you can't see, but it was these that really caught my eye. It has a simple design, but I really like the details, like the handles. The price was a little high in my opinion. They were $6.99 each. That would be $14 for both. And I found another Noritake bowl. The pattern is so pretty. It is from the Glen Eyre collection. I am seeing a lot of Noritake this time around. And here is a really nice picture. I like that it looks different than others. I tried to see what it says and I couldn't read it. It is so faded. I do have the price tag. This is $9.99. This was a pleasant surprise because I am planning a tea party for my mother-in-law's birthday coming this next weekend, and I am wanting something to serve: lemon bars, tea cookies, brownies. Like that this has a little pedestal, and it is milk glass. I did buy that one, by the way, but I just had to show you this gravy boat for $3.99. I have been so impressed with the prices here at my local Goodwill, but it was this find that really blew me away. Another great find for my tea party that I'm planning, and I never would have found it. It was buried inside of this basket. Wouldn't that be perfect to hold scones or the large tea sandwiches made with chicken salad on a croissant? I would line the top with some parchment paper. These are definitely coming home with me. I love these finds. This candle holder was quite unique. It is $5, and when you look closely, it has a rustic look. And then I found a crystal candle holder. The reason why I really like this one is because it is huge. It can hold one of those really large candles. These plates were in a different area. with a stack of decorative plates for all the seasons. I have really been drawn to yellow plates for some reason, and these ones are so pretty. And oh my gosh, are you guys ready for Christmas? I am starting to think about it already. This plate is from 1984. It is a Royal Windsor, and this one looks so nostalgic as they're singing Christmas carols. This plate is $4.99. I don't know. I am feeling Christmas in the air. We are still in fall, so I found some things like this leaf tray. There's no marking on the bottom. I also found down below here a pumpkin bowl. It's got a lid. You could probably put soup inside. It is $7.99. I'll show you what that looks like. What would you use it for? I would love to hear your comments below. It is hard not to think about Christmas when you see Christmas wreaths like this. It has a frosted look. This one is $19.99, as well as the one here on the bottom. But this one is a fall wreath, and I really like it because it has the berries. It is very classic. But one thing I'm trying to collect this year is Christmas garlands. Here are a couple. This one says here, 90 dual color lights. Do you like to decorate with white lights or colored lights? I like a mixture of both. These are $15 each. That is pretty reasonable. Another thing I love to look for when thrifting is old frames and mirrors, or at least have the look of something that's old, like this frame. It is thick and gold, and the price is really good at $2.99. The back has black velvet. I don't know, I really like that one. But it was here that I found the most humongous mirrors. But it was this one here that caught my eye. It has a vintage look. It is ornate, but look how big it is. Perfect to put on top of a fireplace mantle or over your bed. It is $20. I mean, look at that. And then there's another one behind it. I'm trying to be really careful not to break these. This one is $30, and I like that two-tone look. But it was behind me that I found the most prettiest painting. And as you look really close, you can see the strokes of the paint. I was looking for the signature of the artist, but isn't that beautiful? Even the frame was just amazing. I couldn't find any information about this oil painting, but the frame looks old, and it makes me wonder if it's vintage. But I'm going to show you something that I don't know. You guys can tell me if I'm right, but I didn't realize it until I opened it up that this might actually be an urn for a cemetery, because when I looked at the bottom of the lid, it looks like it's made out of cement. I don't know. Or maybe it's for a yard, but I thought it was quite a neat piece. This little crystal vase is just so simple. I've mentioned this before, but you can give something like this as a gift when giving someone some flowers for their birthday or baby shower. But since we are still in fall, I am looking at pumpkins as well, and they can be really expensive, especially at Hobby Lobby, even on sale. But I have to say, I was not thrilled with the prices here at Goodwill. $20 for this pumpkin. Now let's see what we find at St. Vincent de Paul. And it is closed. I didn't know that it closed early. It closes at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to have to come back again tomorrow. And by the magic of video, here it is. I am back at St. Vincent de Paul, and now let's go inside to see what I find. I usually don't come here because it's really hard to find vintage decor, but I thought I would give it a try. And I'm so glad I did, because look what I see. It is a grandfather clock. This really got me in the mood, because as I've said before, sometimes when you go to thrift stores, it is hard to look past the junk. But after a while, your eyes start to see those old vintage things, and it gets easier and so much fun. These plates are so pretty. They have the bright blue. This one is from 1985, but it is the price that made me wonder if this is worth a lot. They're asking $15.49, but I looked it up and they are worth between $5 to $20. So I don't know why the prices are so high for these, but they are very beautiful. On the back it says George Jensen Ina for $15.49. And then there's this one. It looks like a mom playing the piano on Christmas Day. And it is $15.49 as well. This is Copenhagen porcelain. So that was disappointing to see those prices. But it does get better because I found this angel. This would be so pretty in the garden because it looks like it's made out of plaster or clay. And the price is $4.49. That is what I'm used to seeing, but isn't that pretty? This aisle has baskets and boxes, and I was curious what's inside. It looks like shoe polish and a brush, and then on the top here, I noticed there was a place to put your shoe. But first I'm going to show you how much it is. It is hard to read, but it says $9.49. That was the most interesting find yet, but I think that is really neat. And there are some baskets. I'll show you those in just a moment. But the reason why I'm showing you this box is because I noticed these nails. They look like the ones from the olden days. They are squared. It looks like something you can put your tools in. But I'm going to show you the price on this one. It is $5.49. And here are some baskets. This one, when you look up close, it has a pink tone to it. But I didn't see a price. But on this next one, I really liked how thick it is. And this one has a price on it. It is $6.49. And this little heart basket is so cute. I think this would make a great gift. You could put candies inside to give to someone you love. I was really shocked when I picked this up. It is super light. I just like the ornate look of it. It is $3.49. I'm going to show you the full view. Now this looks like the tray that I bought the day before for my tea party. This one cost way less. This plate didn't look like anything until I brought it out into the light. And now you can see the beautiful green. When I go thrifting, it is things like this that really stand out to me. Milk glass is just so gorgeous. It has a beautiful vintage look. And yes, this was $3.49 for that. I mean, look how beautiful that tray is. I love the edging. And it is like this really pretty white. And it is really thick. That was $5.49 for that. It is really big as well. While this isn't vintage, I really like it because it is shaped like a leaf. And I couldn't tell what that price tag said. I don't know if you guys can read it. I believe that is $1.49. Oh my gosh, I have found the crystal mother lode. I am only going to show you guys the best ones I find. But as you know, I think crystal is gorgeous. Especially when they have handles that are just really big and ornate. And I don't know, I just love how thick they are and very practical to use on a daily basis. But then there are ones like this that looks like something you could use during the winter months. I mean, it looks like snowflakes to me. It's hard to make out the price tags. That one was $5.49. Now this was really interesting. I think these are meant for the deviled eggs. And down below was the matching one. And the pricing was different. I don't know if you noticed that. And here is another one. It is $3.49. But it is this dish that caught my eye. It has a very interesting handle on the edge. Right here so you can pick up the lid. and it is $9.49. This one is shaped like a star, and it is $3.49. And here are a couple of creamers. This one is $6.49, and the one next to it, let's see, it is $3.49. What a price difference, huh? I'm going to show you a couple trays. These definitely make a statement when you're doing a party. They are so pretty to add to the table. And then there's this other one here I'm going to show you. It is $3.49. It looks like it has an indent or something, I'm not sure. Those were pretty amazing finds. And then I found this serving bowl with a lid in the color blue. It is $9.49. My mom owns this exact same one. It is a Johann Haviland made in Bavaria. And I'm going to show you a lot more in just a moment. But something over here is taking a little nap. Isn't that cute? It is $14.49. It is a little cherub taking a nap. I am bypassing a lot of things because I'm going to show you some more vintage finds, like my most beloved Curio knives plate. I have a whole set of them, including the teapot, but I just love this design. And on the back it has the price. It is $2.49, and this is what you're looking for, is the Curio knives marking on the back. And then I found these. They were a little dirty, but I went ahead and picked them up. They are $2.49. It is made in Bavaria, and it has a whole bunch of different fruit designs. Sorry about the glare of the lights overhead, but I'm just going to show you these real quick. The reason I'm showing you this is because of that pretty pink pattern. And on the back it is $3.49 and says Bavaria. Isn't that pretty? I love that. These are MCM snack plates made in England in the 1950s. Normally you put a teacup where there's an indent there on the plate, but I like that there's a little tiny blue flower on it. It is so pretty, and there are a set of 3. Now this teacup was just sticking out like a sore thumb, and I'm not getting a very good light so I can show you what it looks like, but it reminds me of those 14 karat gold ones I found. It's a Victorian lady and her bow. Anyway, on the other side it says it is $3.49. And here are some milk glass teacups. They are such stark white, and they are $3.49 each. There was a set of 3 up above on the shelf. But this is what I ended up buying. I got some books for my bookshelf, and I will show you that later. What was really interesting was inside of a glass cabinet was this candle holder. It has a marble bottom, mold of a lady and a gentleman, and then these crystals, and one of them is missing here. But I just like the overall look. The price was $22.49, but it was this that I seen as I was exiting that I just had to show you. It is an elaborate silver tea set for $450. They must be worth a lot. I mean, they are very ornate. I hope you enjoyed my thrift store finds. This ended up being a great couple of days. Oh my goodness. So I actually found some things here at St. Vincent de Paul that I didn't think I'd see. And that clock, oh my gosh. Anyway, so the prices were kind of high in my opinion there. I mean, did you see those plates for 15 something each? That was pretty expensive. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.